standard structure of a sentence in English is that the subject comes first, the verb comes second, and the object comes third. So if we were to translate this, we would say the man, ar-rajulu. Notice how he's in the you case. Entered is dakhala. But remember, in Arabic, all verbs have an inherent pronoun inside. The inherent pronoun inside this verb is he. However, because we have an explicit doer, we ignore the inherent doer inside this verb. So rather than translating it as the man he entered, we just say the man entered. And we match this particular version of a verb with this word because they're both third person masculine singulars. Yeah? And finally, the house is al-bayta. Notice how it's in the A case because it's the object of the verb. In Arabic, the traditional structure of a sentence is that it's the verb which comes first, it's the subject which comes second, and it's the object which comes third. So we would say dakhala rajulul bayta. Yeah? And this is the traditional structure of a sentence. However, there are exceptions to this rule. We'll go over 3 of them. If the subject is indefinite and the object is definite, the Arabs like to bring this definite section in front of this indefinite section, yeah? So rather than saying dakhala rajulun al-bayta, they would write dakhala al-bayta rajulun, yeah? So even though this is the subject, because it's indefinite, it comes after the object, which has gone in front because it's definite. Yeah? The second exception to this standard structure is that if you want to bring this indefinite subject to the front, you can drag it to the front using inna. Remember we said inna comes at the front of a sentence. What does inna do? It affects the mubtada, right? It affects the subject of a sentence. So, since we have inna, it can drag this indefinite man forward, yeah? Inna rajulun. And then the structure carries on as normal, yeah? The verb and then the object. We drag this subject to the front, which is why the verb and the object come second, yeah? The verb and the object come second because this subject was dragged to the front because of the inna. Inna can also drag subjects to the front if the subject is definite as well, yeah? So all that's happened is this subject is indefinite and this subject is definite. And we've brought these subjects in front of the verb because the innas drag them forward, yeah? However, what does inna do? Inna causes the subject to be in the A case. So rajulun will now become rajulan. And ar-rajulu will become ar-rajula. One final note. Why is this word in the A case? Because it's the object of this verb. Why is this word in the A case? Because it was affected by inna.